Ya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Luthfan Roif Hidayat. I born in Banjarnegara, 19 December 2003. So I was 20 years old now, and I'm currently studying at Stand Islamic University of KHJ SAIzu Purwokerto. So I think it's enough for my introduction, and let's just get into the video. Yeah, recently I was interested to exploring something from movies. When I was watching movies, I think that it's not just an entertainment, but I want to know what is the movie about. And this time, I'm gonna exploring a movie titled Autobiography, a film from Indonesia, directed by Makbul Mubarak. This film was such a different film than any other Indonesian film that I was watched before. Okay, so this time I'm trying to explain this film from communication perspective. Autobiography is an Indonesian drama thriller film written and directed by Makbul Mubarak. The film follows the journey of Rakib, portrayed by Ardilova, a domestic helper and assistant to retired General Purnawinata, who played by Arswendy Bening Swara. Purnawinata is running for the position of regent in a local election. Rakib is expected to drive his car, serve him, and be a compliant companion. However, their growing closeness draws Rakib into a world of power and darkness that profoundly impacts his life. The film received critical acclaim for its strong atmosphere, outstanding performance, and deep portrayal of power and morality. On Rotten Tomatoes, the film has a 90% approval rating based on reviews, with average rating of 7.2% on IMDb. So this film is not a horror genre, but many people say that this film is scarier or they feel horrified when they watch this film rather than a horror film. This film is exploring an interaction of a powerful person, which is a retired General Purnawinata, and a common people, which is his assistant Rakib and the villagers. Because of this, we can find so much thing about how communication in their interactions. The first one is power and influence. The film explores how communication affects the relationship between individuals with power and those without. Rakib, as a servant, begins to see Purnawinata as a father figure distinct from his incarcerated biological father. Their communication plays a crucial role in shaping Rakib's perception and loyalty towards Purnawinata. The film portrays how power can corrupt and impact individuals. Purnawinata, despite having significant influence, does not hesitate to use it for personal gain and neglects the needs of the local community. In other side, this film also a metaphor of how is death role in a family as a sheep. According to the actor Ardilova, he said that because the Rakib father was absent because he was in prison, finally he looked for a new father figure to know how to be a man, how to be a father. Then something happened that finally changed all this perspective. Number 2 is information manipulation. So in this film, Purnawinata used communication to manipulate Rakib and control the situation. Rakib, initially obedient, eventually realizes that the information he receives is not always honest and fair. This highlights how information can be used to influence one's view of the world and others. Number 3 is social inequality. The communication between Purnawinata and Rakib reflects the inequality in power and social status. Despite their closeness, Rakib still feels inferior and restricted in his influence. This underscores how communication can reinforce or disrupt social hierarchies. Autobiography depicts the injustice within the political and economic system. The common people often become victims when power and wealth are concentrated in the hands of a few. Autobiography is a complex and thought-provoking work that delves into power, dynamics, morality, and inequality. I hope this analysis provides deeper insight into the film. Yeah, and for the outro, I think there is one of the best quotes in this movie. This quote was uttered by retired General Purnawinata when he asked to Ratna, "Did you feel it? How powerful the war story is? It can turn rage into blessing. It's magical, right?" Thank you.